Hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so glad, so excited to start with you. I am so happy that you're watching this video, and I am really, really, really sure that just watching these best practices can help you greatly. So this is kind of way we are going to start to really jump directly into my best practices. But as you can see in the course, we cover many topics, many ads and blueprints. But this goal is to really summarize, to really give you power, to really open your eyes, because most people, what is my experience, they are really searching for some hacks, and they really want to know how to be profitable, how to be efficient from day one. So just for the inspiration, for the start, one of our greatest goals will be engagement. And the goal is that now Facebook has developed this core relevancy into three new metrics. And this most important to all of it is the engagement metric. It's always very important for Facebook if you can engage. And so this is the inspiration for you. So you can see this is just really magnificent apartment in Prague. And the power of this is, as you can see in the gallery. And this is one of the greatest goals that you will see in our blueprints you can watch, that we want to create magnificent galleries. And the reason is that people easily engage. It means they start reading, they start liking, commenting, and sharing. So, and this is great. Like, you can really create magnificent ad, get great reach and great engagement. So this can greatly power boost your rankings. And the reason is, when people they see something so magnificent, they usually stop, they click, and they just go through it, and they like to get the inspiration. And as you can see, even in the pictures, they like to comment, they like to be active. And this is very, very good for us, because this kind of inspiration, engagement can greatly improve, the power of our page. And of course, I will also show you, and I am showing you how to create this, how to target this. But this is the starting inspiration for you. And this is quite powerful, because as you can see, it has also generated nearly 4,000 or 3,400 link clicks, for the page itself. So this is good. Then people like to click on it, then they like to comment it. So this will be one of our highest goals. You can really watch more in our blueprints, because we have really powerful blueprints. But this is one of our highest goals, to engage and target well. So this is the beginning of all what we will be trying to really engage. And then of course, if we can engage, as you can see, we can also invite people. Just when we invite them, this way we build a page. So this way our Facebook business page is growing, and we don't really need to pay for getting followers because we just build the page this way. So this page has like grown really greatly just thanks to this. So the other point that will be really important for us is that we always want to be powerful. So we want to always show our clients that our business is growing, the engagement, impressions, link clicks. So this all is our goal, so you can get clients easily and you can grow easily. So as you have probably noticed that this course doesn't really have this step-by-step approach in the matter of creating your business page. And the reason is that 99% of all my students, what's my experience, they already have like business page and you can just set it up in minutes. It's very easy. Just if you write, for example, to Google, create Facebook page, and you just click on it, and the Facebook like naturally guides you. So if you don't have Facebook business page, you just decide if you go for community, but we go for business or maybe for branding, you know, and this is basically step by step. It's very easy to do. And if you really want to be sure to know everything about creating the page, please just scroll down and go to this section, create Facebook business page, create Facebook winning page. I have created 2 hours about this complete setup, but 99% of all clients, they have already business page. So just, you know, you can set it up, and you know, if you go further more into next sections, you can create your Facebook business page with step-by-step guidance, you know, and you can watch everything very detailed in 2 hours. So this is the business page. What I would love a little bit speak more is about the setup quickly. Because what people often miss when they set up the Facebook business page, if I can just quickly, is the cover. I think the cover is very important. You can have like photo, video, or slideshow, and this is good to change it, to update it, to work with it, to have every 2 weeks or every month a new fresh setup for this. What people often miss, and I think it's very important, is the services. So this is something I highly recommend, to always add these services, and I would highly recommend to spend the time. It's very easy to do it, to place the service name, price, description, and the image. Another point people often miss is the story. So I always recommend to really use a beautiful picture, to use the text, to use the links, you know, and it's really good to publish and create the story. This is something that I highly recommend. And then in these settings, what's important, there is one more point if you need people that to create a job. It's also very easy when you build a team, so you know you can create a job, and you can even like create the ad to get people, you know, to get these CVs. So this is also what I highly recommend. And then in these settings, you might consider if you set up the automatic messaging, that's quite good for the welcome. Then you really have to fill all the information, to spend your time and do your best to fill the information, to check the templates, that's very useful, to decide if some of the tabs not be the best for you. And also what's very, very important is this Instagram connection. Even if you do not use the Instagram, it's very, very useful to set it up on your mobile and just use it as a support for Facebook marketing and Facebook ads especially. So just connect it with double click, it's very easy to do. So this is what you need to do to have well set up the Facebook business page. And if you need more guidance, please go to the complete section. What else you need? What's very important for you? It's this business Facebook.com to create the account. So people, they often use just the ad manager. But what I highly recommend is this Facebook business. So you just go to business.facebook.com, and in 3 easy steps, the Facebook will guide you and will help you to set up everything correctly. Just to give you some very short overview what is important, when you set it up. We will look into this deeply. So this Facebook Business Manager is great for, like, you can have more business pages, you can like use the ad account inside it. And this is important, really important to understand this, that this is like mother of everything. Because people, what they often confuse is ad account, this ad manager and Facebook business manager. So it's important that you always use the business manager. And just when we start with the settings, settings practices, as you can see, it's very easy to set it up, and basically the Facebook guides you. So you always have people, you can just easily add them, like even the employee or the admin access. It's very easy to do it. And you can see that you have the assets. And you can see like we have more pages like in Prague, and also locations around Prague, and also special Facebook business page just to build a team and get more and more like real estate brokers. And we have ad account, and we have catalogs. Just to shortly, I will guide you. You can also have the partner that can help you. That's quite useful. And here in the account, we have the pages, as you can see, and you can see who has the access and who is the admin. Then you have the ad account. And what's really important, what people often miss, is the Instagram account. So as I told you, it's important that you connect Facebook business page with your Instagram business page. And people often forget the Instagram account to be added. And then basically, as I was showing you, then the very important point is to understand that this is everything, it's like unification of everything. And then you can simply manage payments, to have your card, it's very easy to use it. It might be shock if you have never seen it, but it's very important. And what I would love to talk more are the catalogs, because like I have seen many videos on YouTube and across the globe, and a lot of people teaching different kinds of setups. But what people often forget are the catalogs. And the catalogs are very important, for the dynamic ads and for catalog sales. And they give you so many options, and they especially increase incredibly your efficiency. And this, is something I would love to talk more, because this will give you enormous power, enormous future. And if you ever talk to any client or you go to any meeting to apply for the job, the catalog, knowing this is something great, because people, they often don't know it. So let's break it up. It's nothing really complicated. I have discovered that people, they often click here and they just see this, but you need to really use the all tools, so it opens the complete mega menu for you. And as you can see that it's quite easy, these locations, so this is quite easy to understand. We will talk about audiences, and of course you have the Insights Creative Hub. But what people often miss is this. And this is very important, because to give you explanation, you can simply feed the Facebook with all your products, with all your home listings. And now the Facebook system is even so like clever, so it can understand, and you can set up, if you have like real estate, if you have a traveling, if you have e-commerce, if you have automotive, and you can see you can completely set up your catalog here. So this is something that you should definitely do. And the main reason why you should aim for it is that it will give you enormous power for dynamic ads. And this is the most powerful to like accomplish every business. And the most important is that dynamic ads will be working for you. Once you set it up, all they will be working for you, and you don't need to do anything. And I am completely guiding you to create the complete dynamic ads, in the section. It's a step-by-step guide with to-do lists. So it's really not possible to manage everything right here in this video, but if you go to the dynamic ads section, you will get a complete guide. But as you can see, this is the dynamic retargeting, and the power of dynamic retargeting is that you can understand that, of course, you go to auction and you can use the catalog. So what does it mean? It means that like people who visited the website, it means that, for example, someone was visiting the website Remax, and he was, for example, interested in apartment, you know, he was really interested in this apartment. And the point is that now dynamic ad from itself will find this person and will dynamically show the ad. You can even for e-commerce retarget people that they have already started the process of shopping, but they didn't really finished it. So there has been more options, and we will go for more options in our complete guide, but I really want you to understand this. And now, as you can see, and as you can watch in this video, this is automatically working with the catalog and with the Facebook pixel, and it's really automatically offering the different kinds of real estates. And this is something I truly love, because this is so powerful and so useful that, and it can save you so much time, you know, because then you never hunt for any client with any manual retargeting, because the complete offer and what he was interested in, you can get like automatically. And this is really, really great, because I have once set it up and I don't need to do anything more. I am like now creating this video for you. It's already 10 months I have set it up, and all I have to do, I have to check if it is running and if the budget is reasonable, and it's all the time working for me. It's all the time working for a client, and I don't need to do anything. And I can go up to 180 days back. And basically this is fantastic. This is so great that I simply do not have any limit anywhere. So I can even like work with age, but I don't really, I just want to show you. But the dynamic retargeting will do everything automatically. One of the very, very important points that people often talk, and I have seen that even some of the most exclusive instructors, you know, they are just showing the pixel, and you probably know that you have like a Facebook pixel. This is quite easy to understand. You can find a lot of videos about it, and it's very easy to understand this. But what's really important about Facebook pixel is the understanding that it helps you for retargeting, it helps you for remarketing, and even, you know, in this setup, like the InstaPixel, you can like use the partner integration, you know, so that's the Facebook will naturally guide you. Like for example, for Shopify, it's really blissful, or using the WordPress. And you probably can also copy, and this is important to really turn automatic advanced matching. So this is important to use, that I highly recommend. But what people they often miss is the events, and this is something I would love to talk a little bit more, especially if you're running the e-commerce. You need to have the even like view content, add to cart, but also like page view. But here, for example, for real estate, complete registration is something very, very important for us. And what people often miss is this. They set up new events. This is so important, you know, that you can use this Facebook's event setup tool. And I would love to start, you know, working with this website. So like you can see Remax, open it. And now you can see that there has been like set up events through the code. But I would love to track the button, for example. So I would love to track new button like contact, you know, and basically now there is like you can see add to cart. This is very important for e-commerce or the starting checkout, you know, but they didn't pay. This is important. Of course, if you have purchase, you can exclude people. They already added payment info, or if they add to wish list, you can retarget them. But now we have this contact for real estate, and I just click confirm. And you can see I have set up the contact track button. And now I will, for example, go and I want to really know if people are interested in these articles, for example. So this is what I would love to do, to get some more information to really track the events. So this is the example for you. And please, when you use the Facebook pixel, remember that you need to set up different events that will be very, very important for you to know this and to use this. So thank you very much. This is great that you're watching. I'm really, really grateful. And what is also very, very important for us and what we need to understand more about targeting is the audiences. And as you can see, if you go to the pixel, also you will be running the pixel for a longer time. It might be useful for you to use this great value-based look-alike. I will look more deeper with you into all audiences, don't worry, but this is a great example because Facebook itself can really help you to create different retargeting options, look-alike audiences, but especially this connected to Pixel. If you click on it, and you can see I have this account, you know, and I just click next. And you can see I do not have e-commerce, so I have to go to other event and I have to go for view content. And now I just wanna go for Czech Republic. And I can of course decide, for example, if I open the branch now in Austria, in Germany, or in the USA, I can, for example, write Germany and I can target for Germany. Of course, this is possible, but I need to go for the Czech Republic. And the best is if I can like create like 1%, like really exact match, because the Facebook has so much and so incredible information about all of us, what we do, what we like, what we watch, what we share. It's like a big all-seeing eye. So I can create really custom audience. And this is something I just want to show you. And what we will now have a look are, of course, the audiences, because You probably know and understand that you can target for age, you can target for income, you can target for interest, you can exclude, narrow the audience, and there are many, many options. And as you can see, even I have here different kinds of targetings and different kinds of audiences. And you even have a filter if you create many like audiences that might this inactive ads be useful for you, so you know what you are actively using. And basically what I would love now to explain you is that sometimes it can be populated. So for example, you create the audience as I have created, and then you can see populating, and it's below 1000. So this can happen, and either your Facebook page or is very fresh, or you didn't install your Facebook pixel, it's also very fresh, or you need to wait, you need to take your time, you need to wait. It can take even up to 24 hours. But even if you like use the audience, you can directly like create the ad even it is populating. So what I would love to show you right now is the creation of the audiences itself. So let's say like you have custom audiences and lookalike audiences. And basically this is very powerful also. So when you create the custom audience, you need to know that like you can use different sources. And basically what's good is that these sources are, I would say, unlimited, or your options for your creativity is completely unlimited. So as you can see, website traffic, you just create, you can decide up to 180 days, and you can like decide about all this, and you can like go for all website or just specific page, or even time spent on the page, or just people who view content or they went to see the contact. So this is really good. So if they tried, you know, to go to the contact page, you start retargeting them. So it means, you know, if they, for example, you need a specific web page, you just write it here, and it's like, for example, for the e-commerce is thank you page, or you have some special offer you need to retarget, and then you name it. Then basically like this way you are guided to create different website like traffic and customer list. This is really good. You can even import from MailChimp the email database. You can use the file either with lifetime value, but probably you will have this like this, you know, that doesn't have, and you just upload it. It's very easy. You can use CSV or TXT. That's quite powerful. I was now using 10,000 contacts for Remax Atrium, and I have very good experience with mobiles. So if you get the mobiles or even emails address, the more you get, the more you give to Facebook, the better. And then of course you can continue. I would love to also show you like that you have this use Facebook sources. So people who watched your videos, people who engage with your Instagram business profile, with your events, and with your Facebook page, lead form, instant experience. This Facebook page is very powerful. This engagement with Facebook page, this is something I really recommend. And of course, there are more options like engage, visit it, click, to call to action button. There are many options. I would really love to ask you to use this if you are like really building the Facebook ads. This is something very powerful, and that's why I was showing you that the engagement is so important for you, because then you can create the audience just from people that are engaging with your page, and then you can be quite sure that these people already know about you and they have the interactions with you. And the point is, like, if you create the engagement, you can of course retarget for video views, you can retarget of course for engagement itself. But what you can also do, what I truly like, is this lookalike audiences. And this is really great, you know, because you of course can create from the pixel as I was showing you, but you can use the other sources. So I have just to like use the correct page to just use it for you. And then what's really great is that like you can create like custom audience, like of course, but I'm sorry, what we need to do is we need to go for lookalike audiences. That what I was showing to you right now, and this is what you need to go for. And you can see value based as I was showing you, or you can use other resources. And this is really powerful to use it, and I highly recommend to do it. But what you can also do, let's say you create the Instagram engagement like audience, like custom audience, and you can also create the look-alike audience directly from it. So of course you can create the ad, but you can also create the look-alike audience from it. So as you can see now, I can create the look-alike audiences. And this is very powerful. As you can see here, we have the Instagram engagement, custom audience, and look-alike audience. Then I have the Facebook engagement and look-alike audience. Then I have the website and again look-alike audience. So basically I can retarget like the people on website that visited the website, people who engage with Facebook, people who engage with Instagram. But what I can also do, I can create from these custom audiences look-alike audiences. And then to give you example why is it so powerful, I have the example for you. As you know, this traffic ads, and then you can see it's very efficient. Even when you target well the traffic ad, you can be efficient, but for retargeting, as you can see, there is nothing better than using these different kinds of targeting and retargetings. And you can see I am retargeting the website, I am retargeting the database phone numbers, I can retarget the engagement of Facebook page, and I can also retarget or target the different lookalike audiences. And as you can see, I have the database of clients, the phone number, and I could even create lookalike audience according this database. So that's very powerful, and this I highly recommend to use. Then when we create together, we have in the course complete creation of the traffic ad. So don't worry, this all you will get, how to create the traffic ad. We will, of course, we are looking more into this retargetings and complete setups. And this is something very important to understand to be able to use it. That's what just wanted to show you this. And one of the most also best practices I would love to show you is, as you can see, that is the customer journey. And the best to explain is when you create the ad. So the people, they often can't understand it, that this is like the mother, these are the children, and these are the toys they are playing with. So the campaign is like everything. Then you can have more children doing different, it's called ad sets. And then of course you have different ads. And what I have like recognized, people often miss this. So this is like awareness. If you need people to know you, it's recommended to be the first part of customer journey. This is the consideration and this is the conversion. That's why you need this catalog sales, that's why you need dynamic ads, and that's why for e-commerce you need to set up well the Facebook pixel to go for conversions. And these like traffic, engagement, video views, lead generation is the most important for us. And this is what we are going to understand in all our sections. And this is very important to know. And especially I know this reach is very good if you have local business, to let people know that you even exist, but people, they often miss it. And you should know that the reach is really good when you are starting new brand. You use brand awareness, but when you are starting a new place, the reach is magnificent. Then the engagement is like the golden rule for you. You need always to go for engagement. If you have videos, the video view is very important, and to get direct leads or to build your newsletter database, lead generation is great. And what people, they often underestimate is the traffic, because you can build great traffic and this is very powerful. And the most what they underestimate are the catalog sales and the dynamic ads, that I really insist that you go through this section and you really understand it and you follow the step-by-step guide given to you. So this is like the introduction into customer journey. This is very, very important to know and to understand, but don't worry, we go through everything in and out to know every kind of ad, how to set it up and how to go through it. And we also look deep into everything connected to engagement, traffic, reach, conversion, sales, everything you need to know you get, including great blueprints. But you probably know that you just click and you continue. But what people, they often have a problem is how to really target. So we will like look deep into it, but to give you the example, Like one of the greatest option is that your clients, they already understand like who is their like customer. So if you go to Social Bakers, you can go to resources and you can go to persona mapping tool. And this is great exercise to do with your clients, you know, to fill this. And you can also watch me creating this and you get this PDF. So this is one of the points, but it might be really challenge. So you might use the Google Trends, you might get some interesting topics, but what's really useful is you just use the audience insights. And this can give you really great insights and help you with targeting. So basically you just write Facebook audience insights into Google and it will find for you and you can just use it. It's very easy to use. And basically I have the example for you. So for example, I just need to know more about real estate. Okay, so of course it's quite logical that it's both women and men, but this is alarming. This 25 to 34 men, 38 percentage. This is something might come into the consideration. And then of course you can see the college might come into consideration for targeting. Don't worry, I will show you where to click, how to click. Everything is very easy to do. So this data targeting is very easy. Just for example, write luxury, and then you can see the Facebook is offering this to you automatically. Just be sure to always go for interest. This is really important, not for employee or employment. And you can exclude people. You can even narrow the audience. This is good, you know. So when you, for example, decide for this, then the Facebook can also narrow. This means that either of these options or more options to be used. And this narrow audience that it must be used. So I wanted to show you this example. And what's very good is of course the location. So of course in the Czech Republic it's Prague, the activity. And this is good that they really like to click, for example, for real estate. And this gives us information that the traffic ads will be performing greatly because people interested in real estate will really like to see our ad, click on it and get more information. But what's really interesting when we go for this page likes and we go like, of course, this is another real estate. This is like company, you know, that's like luxury, like it's Leatherworks, luxury Leatherworks. But what's really important, they like Forbes. So you can discover what pages they like, and that might be really useful for you. Because sometimes, even if you do your best to really target well, and you really wanna do your complete best to set it up. For example, you create the ad for targeting and retargeting, and this retargeting is not really doing so well. So the retargeting is doing really well, but the retargeting is okay, but the targeting is not really doing well. So what you need to do, you need of course to edit the ad, and then you can see you go for this traffic, and we will have a look deeper into it. And we have quite a detailed targeting, but there is like issue. We might go, as we discovered, 25, but it's very general. So I need somehow to narrow the audience to really say they must be interested. And because this is the article given very specific information, I will go for this like must match Forbes, and not employers but interests. And this will help me to really narrow the audience with this Forbes thanks to the insights. And this is something I highly recommend. And you can see now it's much better chance that Facebook will find the people in Prague from 25, I would say, to I can go just to 41 according what we found. And this will definitely work much better. And I will save it as new with this Forbes. I will just name it. Okay. And so I have like really narrowed with the way that I can now tell Facebook you can use all these possibilities, targetings for age, for like place, location, but you must also match with this interest in Forbes. So that can really improve greatly the way of targeting. So that was example for you. And basically you should also know when you look into the reports, and these columns, you can always decide what to see. You can always use these breakdowns. So it's very, very powerful to use it. So please be sure to use it. For example, I have it in landing page views, link clicks, cost per landing page. And that's why I am so much recommending this like engagement, because this can help you so greatly. It can bring you great traffic, it can build your page, and it can truly help you to get the engagement, to get the traffic, to build your page. So this is what I am highly recommending. So let's say this is some complete overview. Of course, if you are going through the course, we go through all kinds of ads, all kinds of targetings. We go through all kinds of possibilities you can use. We go through everything you can use in and out, but this is just some starting overview to really, so you can really report to your clients. This is our last month. We are boosting, we are growing in engagement, in link clicks, and this is basically the goal. So don't worry if it is too much on you, if it is too fast, because we really dive into more ads, into more marketing. But this is the overview to know really what's the most important, what you need to concentrate on. So thank you for watching. You are so great. I like you so much, and I wish you all the very best. Good luck and success.